No one likes to see how their food is made and processed, but let me show you how your house is built with this pre-drywall inspection. Now, I can't tell you who the builder is, but it's a beautiful Saturday. We're trying to make up some time that we lost because of the weather, but let me take you through the process on how we do it, and ultimately I'll show you what's on the inside. We are now in the pre-drywall phase of this home build, which means everything has been roughed in, the framing members are good to go, so now it's just time to play a little QA. Pre-drywall inspections are a little bit different. I utilize a paint pen to mark deficiencies in the home so that they can actually be seen rather than looking at pictures on a report, because face it, if I show you a picture of a stud, it's gonna be kind of hard to pick out. But if I take a neon green paint pen, I can draw and make arrows and notations on the framing members that can easily be seen by the crew. This right here is where the water heater is gonna be located in this garage. That's why oftentimes you'll see plumbing and electrical wires run through the middle of the stud. So here it looks like this vent stack is actually protruding out from the framing members, so the drywall is not going to sit flush. And here's a little bit better of an angle. You can see it hits the paint pen before it hits the stud. And the reason that is, they use 2x4 studs instead of 2x6s. So you can see right here we've got the exact same thing. It's not flush. You can see right here we have about 15/16 of an inch from the hole opening to the front face of the framing, so it needs a nail plate. Here we have some exterior light visible throughout the bottom plate, so they need to seal that. So I'm just gonna say light visible. Let me show you all this up here. Do you see those eye joists with the huge holes cut out? Those are perfectly fine and acceptable. Those eye joists are designed to have such large holes cut out between the two cords that it's okay, because the webbing between doesn't really provide any structural support. And if you look, they actually have these pre-cut holes that can be knocked out rather than cut out, so they're perfectly acceptable. Now there's a whole other science that goes behind this, but with window framing, we want to make sure the headers are good, the cripples are good, the studs are good, and essentially the same thing for the doors. It is perfectly common to have unsealed holes like this, especially on new construction, because they'll be insulating and sealing the outside. By this point, all of the HVAC ducting is run, so we can take a good look at it too. And this is where the future owners will go to the bathroom. So we got the toilet flange right there, and then the stub outs for the sink. Now here's the fun part. All of these trusses are exposed, and we have to look at all the cords to make sure that the crane didn't accidentally break any when they lifted them to put them on the building. And you may notice the stud spacing is a bit excessive. That's because these walls right here are framed 24 inches on center, and it's perfectly fine. And this right here is their future laundry room. Surprisingly, one of the most common findings I have are the hot and cold switched. Hot left, cold right. Overall, not bad at all. Just some minor issues that we'll go ahead and get reported to the builder so that they can get these fixed. But other than that, we're on to the drywall.